today's House Talk, we have a true icon of discipline and determination who knows firsthand how serious health struggles can affect a family. 7-time Grammy Award-winning Gloria Estefan is here. She's going to share her story of remarkable resilience. And she just told me that all Cuban women are doctors.
Yes, that's a fact.
Or at least they think they are.
Yes.
And probably they are.
And we're good at it.
We're
very good at it.
So share your healing wisdom.
Oh my God.
Gloria.
Healing wisdom. Well, you know, I get this question a lot, and you don't have to break your back to be able to use some of the things that I learned at that moment. First of all, never did I imagine in my life that I could have the discipline that I had to find to be able to do what I had to do to come back after that accident. You know, I was a procrastinator in many ways, and you can't procrastinate when it comes to your health because it piles on. So when I got back home, buoyed by all that adrenaline, everybody's prayers, that I promise you I felt like an electrical energy running through me, and I used. So thank you, first of all, to any person that sent a good thought or a prayer my way. Because, thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart because I feel completely that it did help me. It helped me. Not just spiritually and mentally, but I think physically as well. I think we have this amazing power to heal ourselves and to connect to each other, and that we are creating our reality on a daily basis, you know, each of us with the thoughts that we put out into our world. That's why I think it's very important. And I mean, I came this way. I always try to look at the positive side and try to be stronger from the things that happen, because I think that this is all a big learning experience, and I want to learn as much as I possibly can. So when I broke my back, I realized, okay, the prognosis was not good. They said, hopefully you walk again, because they had been able to get electrical impulses after the operation that were being felt in my feet. So the doctor thought that if I worked hard, I could eventually walk again. But they were pretty sure that I'd never get back on stage again, or dance again, or wear heels like this again, although I should have rethought the heels part, but well. Anyway, every day I had to talk myself into getting out of bed. I used kind of like auto-hypnosis that I would use as a kid to get me through the tough times with my dad when he was really ill and I needed to feel stronger. And every day I thought, okay, I'm not going to stay in this bed, even though that's what I wanted to do. It would have been easier. It would have hurt less. I didn't want to take the pain meds because I knew I wanted to feel how far I could take my body with the recuperation, and I didn't want to end up with a problem. It also helps that narcotics make me sick. So that was a very helpful situation to me. But what I decided was that I was going to make small goals each day. If today I was able to get up and walk to the doorway, then next day I was going to go to the hall, then down the stairs. I mean, at the beginning, I had to be held by 2 people on either side. I had walkers, I had braces. I used it all. But that was, even though I had a long-term goal, and my long-term goal really at that point was just to be independent and walk again, to be able to not, you know, have to have people bathe me and, you know, change my clothes. And I remember that after, like at the 4.5-month, 5-month mark after the accident, I wanted to throw a party because I was able to fling my underwear low enough and lift my leg high enough to put my own underwear on. And I swear to you, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know what a great feeling that is. Yes. It was amazing. It was incredible. I wanted to celebrate. I called everybody. I put my underwear on by myself. And then I thought, oh gosh, if I can put my underwear on, then maybe I can get back on stage eventually. And I thought maybe the whole point of my fame has been to go through this very public, you know, situation where I'm having a really tough time, and kind of to be able to show other people that, you know, life is going to throw stuff your way. It's not, a lot of the times it'll be not fun stuff and bad stuff. But what we do with it is what makes the difference. There's a lot of ways that you can respond to the stressors in your life, to the difficulties. And it's only going to help you if you do it with a positive attitude and try to figure out, you know, make goals that you can achieve little by little, little goals, so that you can be happy about that goal that day. And then the next day, a little bigger one and a little bigger one. And if for a couple days you slough off, you get back on it. You know, we're human. My key word is balance. So that's what got me through. And eventually I walked to my front door and then to my driveway and then out and around the island, you know, where I live. And then eventually it led me back on stage. And music has always been a super healing force in my life, which is why I feel so blessed to be able to share that with other human beings and people that I may never meet. I can still give them a message through my music. That's why you're gonna hear songs like Get on Your Feet, Get Up and Make It Happen. Why you're gonna hear Coming Out of the Dark, which was a very big thank you to everyone who sent prayers my way. And like trying to communicate how connected we really are. Even if it's you walk into an elevator, how your smile or the way you treat that person can cause a chain reaction in their lives the rest of the day. I've had people come up and ask for my autograph that are trembling. And I feel such a privilege to be able to make them happy in that one moment, because whatever I do in that one moment, they're obviously that nervous, is gonna affect them one way or another. So I think it's really important that we realize our connection and we realize how much we are in each other's lives, even whether we may know that or not, and how important it is to try to shape the future that we want, first in our minds, and then physically each day in our lives with our family. You know, if you want a beautiful family, you got to shape that family. It takes work. It takes time. It takes, even women that have to work, if you're going to spend half an hour with your kid, spend it with your kid, not looking at your phone or doing anything else. Just focus on that moment. And it goes by so quickly. If any of you have kids, you know how quickly that time goes by. So that's my message to you. First, you know how connected we all are and how important we all are, whether we know each other or not. We are, and find little goals that can move towards your bigger goal, and try to make it happen. Get up and make it happen. That's what I tell you. That's it. Get up.
Gloria Estefan, follow her advice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.